Hello, YouTube. So, this is not our first playthrough of Control. We have played the main story before, but we want to play it again to then get access to the DLC areas, because we don't know if we access them somehow in the world or if it's like something separate but it looks like you access it in world, we think, somehow. We have headphones, text language English, audio language English. Subtitles is always good because we want to be inclusive. There might be people watching. Like, we wanted to have a subtitle application running too that helps people who have don't hear very well or don't hear at all. But the one we found was like, oh yeah, this only works on this specific browser. Everyone else can go and fuck themselves. And we were like, yeah. So we didn't like that, because if you make something to like help streamers be inclusive, then make it inclusive in the way that it not only works on one browser, but like the most common browsers. Because Edge, for some reason, sees use. We do not understand those people who use Edge, but whatever. There are people who use Edge, like Chromium-based browsers and like Firefox-based browsers. And so, yeah. Aw, much love thee. Anyway, look, from now on, you use Edge to install other browsers. Right? That is what Microsoft's Internet Explorer always was for, to install other browsers. Aw, you will lurk now. Hope you enjoyed it. We will. Have a good lurk. Thank you for the support and for being here so far.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello?
Okie dokie.
Anyone here?
We forgot to check something. HDR. Are we not seeing it, or is it here somewhere and we just fail to? Because it looks HDR-y on our monitor, but... Wow, we barely have something over 60 frames here. We have like 64 frames. This game is demanding on highest settings and 4K. But we have 60 frames as long as it doesn't go under. Oh, 54. It's kinda oof. We don't like that it goes under 60 frames. Yeah, it's a gamer joke, but like... if that boosts the frame... Yeah, now we have like over 100. Sorry, our shoulder is itching all day. Something is there. We might have been stung by like a mosquito or some shit. And we can't scratch with our nails. They are super thin at the moment. We need to get them fixed, but they need to grow out. We get them manicured once per month. But we have to be careful that they don't break until they grew out naturally.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago.
Did we just pick up something that we can read? Federal Bureau of Control. Sorry. Reminder. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones. It's really cool that they put that in quotes because like we don't feel like those devices are really that smart. But okay. But as they say, the devices are as smart as the developers, right? So of course they are not like hyper advanced. Smart gaming anything smart. Number 2, pencils. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept. Rubber ducks, ketchup bottles, all material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately.
I keep seeing it in my dreams.
She jumps. Interesting. So interesting is cool. Expenditure summary. Executive sector Q2. Staffing, surveillance, data center initiative, construction, minor. Office equipment, janitorial costs, mold removal, HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. There will be a lot to read in this game, so if our voice breaks down, it's We can't help it. We were really happy that Alone in the Dark had text voiced. We do understand, kinda, if some games don't do that. Because, like, you would want to voice it in the person's...
Federal Bureau of Control.
All
these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
Voiced by the person who wrote the text, yeah, the FBC. But there are so many different, there were so many different people working here in the FBC probably that, we don't remember exactly. But like, that we can imagine that it was kind of hard to like have 10,000 different voices voicing the individual texts. But you could solve that issue. There are creative solutions to that, or just like have a narrator just narrate stuff. You could, or you could have her reading the stuff, the texts, because you found them and she's reading them. You know, there are options developers have, but they probably choose not to because of cost and don't want it. It's probably just a cost thing. Like they could, but they just choose not to. Federal Bureau of Control, attention all citizens. Due to a shark in his, although secure, permission to, following basic protocol, black, gun, shoot to kill. Good luck. Yeah, that sounds like cops.
Hello?
Anything here we can pick up?
Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
No, Ahti is amazing. As Alan said, he's a little bit out there, but he's a friendly face. Oh, did we go into the wrong direction? We're in here before.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Oh, you got no tea bags where you are at the moment. Aww. We always use a tea egg for our teas.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Why it's so weird is because this game plays... You see the controls, how fast she is? And also, like, not only was Alone in the Dark, what we played before, much slower. The last time we played this game, it was much slower because our PC could barely handle to play the game. So it did not look quite as good as it does here. Head of Research override. HRA protocol activated. Federal Bureau of Control. Reminder regarding drafting any public-facing material. While pending any notifications of death related to the Willow, AWE, altering worlds event or so. Please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrase to use. In the service of his/her country. Please use there. In English you have a third option that is established since a few hundred years from what we researched. It's a few hundred years old. And people are like, his/her. No, you can be inclusive for non-binary people too. You have an option. Use it. Use it. In German, we only have something that is used for objects and nothing established third for anyone. So, which is why most Germans still speak in the generic masculine form of everything. Because German is still hard divided, except for articles, which don't make any sense. But besides that, it's still hard divided into like just male and female. And because of that, everyone speaks in like a generic masculine way. So until they know it's not masculine or something. And so or like for a group of people, most do that too. And we feel excluded. Not only women feel excluded, but we feel excluded too. And so, like, please use what you have. That's what it's for. Regret, proud, pride will be remembered. Words, phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed. Loss, apologies, sorry. Economy, the retirement issue. We tell ourselves it's okay to be old. It is not. Shame on you if you're old. The oldest man in the world. Shame on you. How can you be old? How dare you? Do we have a... Yeah, resume game we just into. Open collectibles, unread. Federal Bureau of Control. Barbara, I'm not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
Oh, we just thought there was something with the chair we could interact with.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Hope you get some tea bags, Sage. Oh, supermarket sim. Sorry, we didn't read that. Oh, we missed it earlier. Ah, interesting. Like, how are you, Sib? Ooh. Obtain the service weapon.
Okay, now I have a gun.
Okay, it regenerates ammo automatically when not in use. That is kind of what we remember, yeah. I don't remember what those bits here are. It might be health. Ah, when damaged, collect health elements to yeah, that makes sense.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
And we love to play ass-kicking women.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
Ah, fuck. Shit. Oh, so the health we get is not very much out of one of those. Really have to pick up quite a bit too. Okay, so where we want to go is...
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guide us. Breach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
What the fuck? That was one shot and we lost that much health? We got some undefining reading. You do not have a clearance level. Interesting.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one.
We just had that, right? So, service weapon OOP-1KE-KE. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Description, para-utility. The object's form is a variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to something. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of probably FBC director. The object will determine whether someone is fit for that job, or suited, whatever. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. Ah, so the weapon killed the director because he was not suited for the task anymore. And we now are. This process is dictated by the something, though their criteria is unknown. The object was discovered inside the oldest house, in the room that is now as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, something, many forms throughout history, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varunastra, all weapons that something of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, see Dr. Darling representation 11.1 for more details. So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege. Zachariah Trench. Yeah, not a fan of hierarchy.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Then you are fucked. Okay, we always want to manually reload the weapon. We have mods. Energy boost. Sounds good.
Reminder, if you experience an
Dinner reservations. Correspondence. Federal Bureau of Control. Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chess Ambre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. Remember, she is turning 46. Is that relevant for something? We're just testing if any of the... Oh god, delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. Oh fuck hierarchy, fuck work rules. I think the safe rooms are what we spawn in if we die. Which will happen. FBC confidential. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Which state is that again, Duluth? It wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team was getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find... We read dudes at first, and we were like, same. But now, it says duds. Not dudes. Okay, serious. We need to find... We need to find better dudes, a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things. Or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. We ate a clown this... Oh god. Yesterday too, it was. It seems to be a common thing now. Goodbye, Walt. Think the materials we need to craft like upgrades for our weapons, or was it, or something, like even abilities that we get, like the telekinesis shit. Think that was what we need those for. Central Executive.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss, burrowing into everything.
Sorry, we have just a limited amount of time where we can press the button. Examination of paranatural topics. Urban legends. Summary. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. So we will just say black every time now we encounter one of those black spaces. If it makes up for a shitty sentence, we don't know how to pronounce it otherwise, since it's weird. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain black informed by our own black and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially black. In popular culture using black, our bureau made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on black. A pair of scissors that consume human black through two punctures on the black. These details living in the minds of so many have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children. They are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 4-93-6942 for full report.
In this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Federal Bureau of Control. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people. So, the United States is considered female? Like, as like Russians call their country Mother Russia? Huh. And her people, as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. Because in Germany, you know it probably from the Nazis, so it was called Fatherland or Vaterland in older times. Now nobody uses such a term anymore because of what it is connected to. Only Nazis do. If they do not, at least we think so, or we successfully avoid the people who do not know. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? So it's in New York City, okay. How'd you find this place? If the answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If the answer seems black, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, right? That's how it's pronounced, deviance. See the provided scoring sheet, then black immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. Oh fuck no. That gets us like music. That already could be that someone flags it on YouTube again, or the system content ID flags it. Oh fuck no. That is can we disable this? Is there a streamer friendly that we can disable? Mute copyrighted music, please. That already could give us if it causes anything and you won't hear us for a second because we have to cut it out. Probably should better manually cut it out. We are sorry, but like, yeah, can't play the music. Maybe that was not enough for the split second, but fuck the music industry. Like, we can do it in the beginnings of our streams because they can just go and fuck ourselves. We will cut it out anyways. But we can't keep it in the VOD, so. And also, we would not want to stand around here and listen to music. Only if it was like our special track that we would really like to hear. Then yeah. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Yeah, we can't see you, but you can shoot us, you fucking coward, bitch ass motherfucker. Oh fuck, why did you open the game? Why did you open the fucking map? Will you stop fucking up the controls? It's a little bit annoying, thank you. How did we open the fucking map? Don't know which button did it. We have energy +6, deconstruct. We don't need it twice. Can we not equip this? Exclusive to shatter. Ah, so it's for like a shotgun or something. Interesting.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it. Holy shit. it.
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sick?
No,
Can't tell you
no,
how happy
definitely
I am to talk
not.
to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope. Emily Pope. Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn.
Are you saying
Should I
no?
lie?
The feeling's mutual.
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
Oh,
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together.
That's kind of how it is for us people,
with me?
for our systems, you
We did it
know?
before. Push the hiss out.
You are talking to us, so basically, like, right now, you hear us talking, like Jesse, and you see Jesse, or in our case, Shadow, and you hear Shadow. But there are more, and they hear you. Some do, some don't, maybe. But like, that's how it is, and we talk inside too, to each other. I often do it out loud now because people can get fucking used to systems, and it's 2024, so. Examination of paranatural topics, control points. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the black arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by black, detection of an unobstructed ping using the black within a 37-foot radius. What is that in meters? Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or black, or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be black. Refer to file 7-25-2788 for full report. Did we open anything? Foot to meters, 11.27. 11, yeah, that's something. Thank you, Sib. Because we don't know how to convert that. It's not like it is taught outside of the US because only the US uses it, and like maybe surrounding countries. I think heard Mexico, they also share some, like Canada sometimes shares things or so. At least we heard that is the case, because like, yeah, if it's your neighbor country, then you might go there at some point or so. Oh god, where do we need to go? But like here, nobody learns that. Those units. Wish the whole world would use like the same units for many things, like meters, like distance and all kinds of shit, because the thing is that don't have a flashlight. That's so weird. Because it would just make things easier. It's like languages are culture, and that is something, of course, that should exist. Many things are good things, but like, why do we need multiple things for like distance or so? Why? Except it was like a specific field of expertise where like for whatever good reason it would be necessary. And no, we don't mean the arguments where you Americans act like, okay, yeah, I like Fahrenheit because of blah blah blah. It makes no. It's not about making sense or so. Just like one unit for things. Because why should we have multiple if one unit for things would do it? Languages are like something completely different. Oh god, way too much. But, with units, we don't understand it. Why should we need multiple? We know it's historical why that is the case, and that it is kind of difficult to change it for, like, so many people. But still, it would make sense since, like, yeah, it might be difficult for one generation, but after that, like, everybody then uses the same, so... And it's not like Germany has used meters for the past 5,000 years. It's also been different. You know? It would be cool if like many things could be a bit more universal. Don't care what we would use, if it was Fahrenheit or Celsius, if it was this or that, just one thing. Because it's not really necessary to have multiple units. It just makes shit complicated, and it's just not necessary. Unread. Federal Bureau of Control. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station. Islamabad is the capital of Pakistan, right? Or is our geography knowledge still would get an F? Think that it was the capital of Pakistan. Not sure. Because most of the time we got an F. Station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. What? A workplace shitter? Are we too German to understand what is a workplace shitter? That you take a good shit on your office chair and be like Oh, that was a good one. Okay. Is that... Yeah. But that awkward fight always sounds a bit like this. It's not completely gaseous, you know. Okay, so now that you have that image in your mind, if you can, please clip it if you feel like it. If we're not raging, feel like clipping it. It's okay. If it's not that we like expose some information or we were raging, it should be fine. If you can't bring it back, oh no, don't bring that back. At least find out where. Why would we want to find out where the workplace shitter wins? Why would we? It literally says shitter here. That is not our joke. Why would we want to find out where it went? Why? Why would anyone want to? What is a workplace shitter? A workplace shitter. Find out where it went and where it came from. No, no, thank you. It's maybe it's a culture thing and we're insensitive right now, but we would. Ah, the radios are silent. It's okay. Well, here, nobody wants to know where that comes from and where it goes. Okay, it's you fart if necessary, but not it. Nobody talks about it. Oh, whoops. So before we read the new text, oh god, assets, collectibles. What did we pick up just? Huh? What did we pick up just now? Fuck. Huh? Oh, we probably picked up his research, his guard. Field research on his entity, his corrupted Oh, before we read this, you could... now we can do it. Confidential. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. Is that grammatically correct? It sounds weird. His was quick to take advantage of this fact. His guards used the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged hiss corruption? Does the hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat? These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to file black for full report. So we will use the bathroom now and be a workplace shitter, because this is our workplace, basically. So we'll shit ourselves real quick. Just a minute. Unpause the recording. Now we can play. The workplace shitter sounds like someone who would like use up all the toilet paper or like clog the toilets, but like putting like an enormous turd. Like whatever. That's what the workplace shitter sounds like. We have strong pain in our neck, which is really affecting our brain now, since at some point it starts like going into other areas. We tried stretching, we tried every unhuman position with our arms in every direction, shoulders and neck, and nothing is helping. It just makes it worse, apparently. So hopefully we... now it went into our eye, so now our right eye hurts. Yay. That's what we needed. But you know, today was neck pain day again. If it happens, we can't do anything about it. It's just how it goes. Damage after kill. So we kill one and we get like a lot more damage. 6% more energy. Do we need that? Like health is probably like 15% more health is really good. So we survive better. Like we already have a damage upgrade. How did we enter this? Shit, we don't find the exit. Controller died. Just a second. It's 100% David. So we can see if that is glass or if there's a door. Ah. Oh, that's a radio. That's why. So the game's like, oh yeah, did you know you can play the radio? Yeah, we are sure we can, but we shouldn't. Thankfully, the music is muted. Do we have any outfits? No, we have the Ultimate Edition, and we don't have any outfits from that. That's kind of sad. We definitely should have all the DLCs, right? That's the Ultimate Edition. All the DLCs. The boardroom. Get some resources out of here. Yeah, fuck the flag. Can we... Nah, we can't run that over. Only the little one. It's a crime in Germany to burn a flag, from what we know. But we jumped on it. Didn't burn it. Ah, or is it defined like in the way that, like, if you... We have to look it up. Not that we care about it in the way that, like, this country can go and fuck itself, but I just want to know how it is defined. So, sorry, where do we want to go? Cleanse his corrupted agent. Wait a sec. Whoops. Him? Him? Her? Oh, him. Her. Sorry. Ah. Person. It's still that our brain is weirdly divided into... We try to get it out as much as possible, but if you constantly have to speak a language...
His head burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Yeah, but if you constantly have to speak a language and live in a culture where, like, there is no third option and non-binary people are much more invisible than in the US... Like, you at least have, in English, you have at least a third option, and it's easier to... It's already something established, and people are talking... Here, nobody knows what non-binary means. Like, nobody. If you have someone knowing about it, it's like 1 out of 1,000,000, it feels. So, like, 80 people probably know about it. From the not non-binary people. From the binary people, you know? Like, 80 people or so. Speak with Emily Pope. Where is she? Is she in the... Huh? Is she in this room? Where is she? Ah, okay.
I can't cleanse them. I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the hotline should be in the communications department.
Sorry, oops, it happened just after we unmuted the mic. We needed to cough, of course. So we can ask questions now.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this? Got it. Thanks. So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Wait, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Interesting. We asked quite a few questions. And we forgot a lot of the story and everything, but we know we played the main story till the end before. To the communications department to find the hotline. Health recovery element pickup. That is much better than actual health increase. So we can pick up health while running around and get more out of it. Oops. The only person you should fail is yourself, Zachariah Trench. Do we actually need to go here? Is that like a hint?
There it is again. Our welcome message.
So now is the question... How? Okay, that's where we need to go, probably. Very much looks like it. House memory, travel costs. Travel costs? Week 83 report summary. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out. German businesses like to have those stupid jokes, especially like barbers and is it called like hairstylists and like some other businesses love to have those bad jokes. Aztec Court, Sleep E Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato, capture card, El Gato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge. Accommodation $831.29. Meal $714.84. Gasoline $295.12. Minibar $313.61. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Raleigh and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Yeah. Common name here was a common name in Germany. Like it's since after the boomer generation, it was not anymore. Oh, sorry. We still haven't gotten used to how we access the map.
It's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
How? Okay, that damages. Okay. Did not know that it damages us. Ah. Oh, fuck. Load out. Yeah, we have weapon mods for weapons that we do not possess yet. His barrier. Field research on his entity. His barrier. Confidential. Summary. The His resonance field is a physical impediment. Impediment that is difficult to define. His barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. Destroy the His entities and the area. The resonance fields seem to require some support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of His resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of His resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the His? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the His? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file black for full report. Is that where we need to go? Yeah. Okay. Federal Bureau of Control, please be aware. Due to the recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart, green, stable. Yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts. Red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. Ow, okay. Wait a second. Like, shooting does nothing? We can't do anything here yet, it seems. This would just damage us way too hard. Get through. Dead letters. Do we not have a flashlight, like, at all? It's kind of weird that we do not. Music. Oh. Why do they dodge so weird every time they get hit? Do we have a dodge button too? Oh, we have this. Game never explains this, but this should be useful. Oh. Okay, now we can clear the point here. Cleanse control points to gain access to fast travel sites throughout the oldest house. We do not have any clearance level yet, but we will get one soon.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Those doors are sealed and we think we can never open them. Those are just doors that are closed for whatever reason. Poor guy.
An object of power.
Ah.
Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Unread 3. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess. But I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around, almost like a catchphrase, got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and gun space hippies, or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using brainworms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Federal Bureau of Control. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and time, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never came to my house. I got a problem and you got to send folk to fix it. We got a panic attack with like breathing problems, so we need to end the stream after this. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button. Chris has that as a stream thing, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs, says a lot of cuss words. The devil got in my house cause of the fish, and you got to come to handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. There's another case file. Event summary. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana. That's Cuba. Cuba? How's it pronounced in English? Injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Black deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which is reported to have been black. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise, accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for black minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off, and the embassy staff were transported to the continental US. After Formula 1 I-9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file AI85 for details. Okay, if we can, we need to save here. No, the game saves automatically. That is kinda not so fantastic. So we lock ourselves in. And, yeah, so we need to end the stream already.